Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 71 of Trials and Trebuchets. I am your Dungeon Master, Luke, and joining me are my players, whose names are...
Hello, my name is Ben, and I will be joining this episode 71 session as Windsor Wallaby, accompanied by his companion, Mr. Wiggles, once again.
As always.
As always, forevermore.
Sometimes.
Not guaranteed 100%.
Hi, it's me, Carla, and I am Carla, and I play the level 6 Tiefling Rogue, Integrity Idol Berry. Cool.
Nice. Hi, I'm Sarah, and I play Mira Marchand, the level 6 half-elf bard, here to ruin Williard's 100% success ratio, one grand gesture at a time.
And if you will look into your play stub, the part of Sarah Neff Cinnamon will be played by Sam, last name.
And last time on Trials and Trebuchets, the students met with their mentor, Artis Artesian, to discuss the events which transpired in Spire Nebulosis, including but not limited to going to Purgatory, arm curses, the death of treasured friends, and ghosts. After this emotional meeting, Mira decided to follow the amazing advice of their new ghost friend Williard in order to woo Delnis into attending her Golem party through the use of music, fireworks, and generally social pressure. So, we find ourselves now following this wooing in one of the courtyards. I presume that since it is nighttime, you would all want to return to your bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a correct assumption?
Yeah, big day tomorrow, gotta get some rest.
Okay.
Yeah, after she said yes, I was like, okay, perfect, I'm gonna call it a night.
I also do want to confirm, just to make sure that my brain is not malfunctioning, that it was literally just a whole shebang in order to ask Delnis, do you want to come?
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It wasn't.
I think
even,
it was
"Do you wanna
also
come
a
with
door
me?"
opening to like, do you want to
Yeah.
be friends again?
It
kind of
wasn't
idea.
even that.
Okay.
It was literally just, will you come to this party? It wasn't, will you be my friend? It wasn't, will you be my girlfriend? It wasn't, will you forgive me? It was just, come to the party.
First you have the party, then you have the girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yes,
big plan
obviously.
is the party.
Let's hope.
Okay. So, Mira, I assume Mira feels pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on in her head now as she walks back home.
This is going to be great. This is going to be such a great opportunity. I'm going to get my foot in the door. Things are going to be all right. I really hope this party goes well. I really, 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 really hope this party goes well. What if the party doesn't go well? No, it's going to go well. Oh, but I hope it... Oh, ah! That's what's going on in her head.
Okay.
She'll start screaming in the middle of the courtyard.
Only internally.
So, you can... you return to your dormitory. I'd say that it is around sundown. Does that sound about right to you?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, yeah, okay, cool. So you unlock your door to your room and enter. You presumably put anything down that has to be put down before looking into the room itself, probably to see, oh, is my roommate here? What's the current state of affairs in here? Alina does not appear to be here from your first glances around. However, there does seem to be an individual sitting upon your bed.
Oh.
Your window also seems to be open, and a light, warm breeze is coming in. This figure, this individual, this person sitting on your bed, they are sitting on near the edge of your bed. You can see that there is like a very, like if someone had just gotten out of the shower and was like walking around and letting water drip everywhere. It almost looks like that happened on the floor between your window and your bed. And now this person is sitting on your bed, letting it get soaked in.
Oh my god, this is how you get
Stuff.
fucking silverfish in your room.
Jesus. What do they look like?
They're sitting and they're kind of hunched over, and they look sickly in terms of like their skin is pulled very, very like tightly over their skeleton. Like they look very not the best, all reality, like as if a person hadn't eaten in multiple months. And her head looks almost like, her face at the very least looks very skull-like. And she has very high cheekbones. And as you walk in, I presume you've closed the door already and put your things down, and she turns to look at you, and you can see that she has these very, very bright green eyes, and that she is holding on like her lap this small like ovular urn, and there seems to be some details on it that you can't quite make out. Additionally, as her head turns towards you, she has like this probably slightly higher than shoulder length, like black, really matted, wet hair. But in her forehead, as she turns and looks at you, there's a large round indent.
Oh.
As she turns and looks at you, she will smile a little bit, and you can see these very sharp teeth that almost like look like they curve back into her mouth.
Terrifying.
And
Thank you.
she will say, and she will say, I have been waiting weeks to speak with you.
Ah! Oh my god.
No.
Who are you? What are you? Are you okay? What the fuck?
They will sigh heavily as if they're completely exasperated at this point, and will not stand, but will look towards Alina's bed that's like sitting across the room from where she is, and say, sit down. We must speak.
Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
And I'm going to very hesitantly go sit down on Alina's bed.
Winslow knocking
Okay.
on the window. Don't do it.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is not good.
I thought I said 6 down, saying like, oh, like, never mind. Ignore me. I thought she killed Alina. Like, oh, 6 down. She's the 6th one.
Oh no.
What? What? As you sit down, Mira, she's just like staring at you with like these very piercing, bright green eyes. And I think it's not even like there's any white to her eye. It's just completely green. And she will look at you and she will say, I have given you more dreams than any other person, and yet you refuse to come see me.
Are you the dream ascendant sewer thing person? Because I have
Yes.
an academic strike and I got in trouble, and if I went down again, I would get in more trouble. What do you want and what's going on?
That beast in the sewers awoke me from my slumber. I went to investigate where I once sat after being woken up, something that I did not expect to happen. So I returned to the hatch, to the altar where I once was, to find myself dead and to smell your scent.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay.
So I sent you
Demons.
messages so that you would come and explain yourself.
What do you mean, find yourself dead? Because we didn't kill anything when we were down there.
No,
We
you did not.
did some puzzles,
That was another.
and I put a crown on. So what? What?
You would have seen a large skeleton of a serpent.
Yeah?
That is my form. I have many such as that still remaining. The same way I have many of this remaining. And she kind of gestures
fuck.
towards her current frail form.
So are you using other people's bodies to talk to me right now?
No, this is one of my own. Specially made for a purpose such as this.
Okay.
I have
I'm an avid body
errands
collector.
to take care of this evening and tomorrow, and this is but the first. And she will stand at this point and hold out this urn in her lap towards you, Mira. And it's probably like 1.5 feet tall. I know there's been a lot of urns lately, but please bear with me. This one's about 1.5 feet tall. It's like oblong. It looks like a little as you inspect it. I would have a picture that I'm going to send to you
Okay.
cuz I love it very much.
Okay.
It is oblong. It has some it looks like to be sculpted partially, and the way that it is sculpted, there is a small face on the lid, which I will send to you.
Let's see this.
Oh, that's
That's
funny looking.
That's
Oh, cool.
That makes us a whole lot less
So-
intimidating.
Interesting.
So
Cool.
I trust
I've just
this
shared
domain,
I've just
yes.
shared the photo that I am
This is
using
my
as
baby.
my inspiration
They're
for this
hungry.
urn to the players. So it's this oblong urn. On the lid, there's a sculpted weird little face, and it appears to be wearing some clothing of some sort. Additional note of something that's not in the photograph is that there seems to be little snakes just like embedded in everything. So she will give this to you, Mira, and and then she's standing at this point, and this liquid that's in her hair and covering her body, and it's just making her body sheen with this really weird light in the sunset. And she will say to you, "Keep this as a favor to me for desecrating that holy place.
I didn't.
We must speak in the sewers at a later moment."
Why does it have to be in the sewers? You're here now. You can just talk to me. Did you put an arm curse on me, by the way?
She looks at you and will like act very much scowl at you, and she will say, "If you keep interrupting me, I
Sorry.
will rip your heart out."
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
Oh my
You will hold this urn until it is needed. You will heed not that liar's words, the one who cursed your arm, and you will come visit me in the sewers soon.
Okay.
I will not send you any more dreams.
Rats to eat.
If I must visit you again, I will kill you.
Okay. Message received. Loud and clear. When am I supposed to visit you in the sewers?
As soon as you are able. I have business to do this night and the next. But after.
Okay. I will do that then. Thank you?
And she will jump out your window very quickly.
Jesus.
Oh, that's so creepy.
And so, Mira, now your bed is just covered in this, like, I think if you want to inspect it, you could, but it's covered in this, like, liquid.
Ew.
And, like,
Yeah.
even the urn itself has, like, these, a little bit of it dripped onto it.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some towels and try to just dry everything up.
Absolutely.
And I think I will put this urn under my bed.
Okay. That's sure. And you can lie it down and, like, push it under there. Yes.
Yeah.
As you try to clean up this mess with a towel, it seems that it's oily-ish, like more oil than like water or anything, and there's like chunks of goop and stuff in it.
Ugh.
Ew.
Yeah, very pleasant stuff. And then you can go to bed, I think, if you want.
Yeah. How dry is my bed?
It probably won't dry out for a little while, and it smells very heavily of like. It has a very heavy floral scent to it now, which
Disgusting.
That's a
I will
good
sleep
side
in the
effect of
tub
this.
tonight.
Okay.
Both out of like fucking ew, out of I need to sleep, and out of like whatever this goo thing is, it might be dangerous. I don't want to sleep anywhere near it. Also, the urn is under there and everything is creeping me the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
You could just sleep outside your door.
Oh,
Yeah, in true integrity fashion.
I mean, shit. If someone can get into your room like that, like, what's the point, even? You know.
There is no more
Exactly.
safety.
So.
Jesus.
You get a wonderful night's sleep, Mira. You have no bad dreams. You can have any wonderful, lovely dreams if you want them.
Awesome.
And the rest of you, the night passes relatively without any events. Integrity, your room's very quiet and lonely. However, let's not forget that one. You are alone.
Oh.
I'm always
In the morning.
constantly reminded.
I have a question. Sam,
Yo.
what did you do with that jar of goo? Or what did Serenuph do with that jar of goo she had? There was like a jar of purple goo, like
Yep. That I collected
it was like
and stuff.
Yeah, from the kitchen. You collected it.
I guess after everything that happened, she would have tried to find a way to destroy it without going outside of her room. And I think we talked about it, like I did try to destroy it, but it didn't work. So I guess she just kind of put it back in the jar and has like locked it inside like a cupboard separate from all the rest of her stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yay!
Okay, for this for this wonderful thought
Sarah
exercise,
doesn't come
everyone.
downstairs the next day. She's dead.
Oh my god,
No.
A purple Serenuph comes down.
Hello, guys. Hello, friends.
I have a very important question.
Okay.
For everyone here. What do they have at breakfast in dining hall the next day?
Scrambled eggs.
Some ham.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat like 5 clementines
Burrito.
Cool.
I want a burrito.
and chocolate milk.
And chocolate milk. Wow.
Chalky
It's a
milk.
weird
Advanced.
combination, but yes.
Serenuph, when you wake up in the morning after your long and luxurious sleep, as I assume every night is long and luxurious,
She
just
ha-
kidding, you have some minor trauma.
Do you have silk sheets?
To say, ever since talking to the being of many lives, she feels a lot less guilt having heard from a being of untold like
Wisdom.
possibilities. Like, you did one of the
Mm.
best things you could. She's doing a
Wonderful.
little bit. She obviously it's still traumatic, but she's like a little bit
Yeah,
better. But yeah,
it's-
she has like a face mask on. She's like laying perfectly in the center of the bed with her arms over the blanket. Virgil is like sleeping on her chest.
Aww.
That's how she sleeps.
It's so cute.
It is very cute. Virgil's also probably a little bit bigger than last time we saw the fellow too, seeing as he was
100%.
just a wee little
Guard
hedgehog.
hedgehog.
He's now the size of a
Yeah.
Volkswagen Beetle.
Oh my god. Massive lad.
I love that idea. I'm gonna
the
get him a
crystals-
leash. I've already taught him to follow me so that he doesn't walk away, so he can just follow me around. It's great.
He's probably the size and weight of one of those little bowling balls at this point.
Oh my
And
gosh,
I say
it's
the weight
For
of
5-pin
because
bowling.
his like his back, like his quills are crystalline, right? So he has some heft to him.
You should tie a balloon
And
to him so
I-
that you can always
I
find
was
him.
about to say, imagine if I could like put him like in the hood of my cloak
And
for
just
school.
hang out. So,
Yeah, like I
but
fortify
Serenuph,
it.
You wake up to a lovely, lovely smell emanating from your table, Serenuph.
Oh, I lift up my why did
Eye
I suddenly
mask.
forget? I was about to say blindfold. That's not the right word.
Blindfold.
Yeah, my I lift up my sleep mask and I look at the table.
It seems to be that there is a large spread of delicious breakfast foods assembled on your table as if from nowhere, even using plates and silverware which you have never in your life seen. It seems like there's a very large plate of scrambled eggs, a large piece of ham, some an entire woven basket full of clementines, 3 large, neatly wrapped burritos, and a nice crystal pitcher of what appears to be chocolate milk. Additionally, the cupboard where you did keep this purple goo seems to be slightly ajar, and there's and there seems to be I laughed because it's a jar inside the cupboard. That's
Yeah.
a jar, but okay. I didn't know if that
God
was
damn it.
super
No, I got
obvious.
that,
I just
thank
felt
you.
like a crazy person.
It's fine.
And there seems to be a nice little translucent sheen on the ground and on the cupboard from where the cupboard sits against the wall to the breakfast table, as if a goo traversed the ground this past night while you slept.
Huh. I guess I'm gonna inspect the cupboard first, see if the jar's still inside, kind of thing.
The jar is still inside, the purple goo still inside as well, with all the lint and charcoal and debris it has picked up from its many attempted destructions. Jar's all sealed up, nothing out of the ordinary.
I'm gonna close up the cupboard completely again. I'm gonna like lock it this time, I guess. And I'm gonna walk
Okay.
over to the table and I'm gonna, I guess, inspect the food.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh no! How could you make me do things, Luke? Don't you know me?
Why don't you
That's
just give me
22?
things for 22? Ah, fuck. Inspecting the foods, they appear to be a fully real foods, very real eggs, nice and fluffy, excellently cooked, ham, wonderful, clementines freshly picked at the peak of ripeness. Everything seems to be very up to snuff, if better or the same quality as, if not better, as what you get down in the lovely dining hall every morning.
Huh.
So we'll leave that mystery for some contemplation.
Big suspicious.
Integrity knocks on the door. You've been up here all day. What are you doing? And she's just standing there staring at the food on the table. Like, what?
Maybe
Why
the
didn't you
goo
go to
makes
class?
the food. Like, it literally cooks the food, because that was the stuff that was in the kitchen, and then there was less food because there was less goo. Also, because we stole some of the food, so maybe it, like, magically cooks the food every morning.
Or
Like
what
Star
if the
Trek,
goo
like,
is like a
materialized food.
I
yeah?
guess I'm gonna take one of the clementine. I'm gonna take a couple of the clementines. Let's be real. And
Mhm.
I'm going
course.
to like head downstairs to see if anything else is happening that's odd or food related.
Between your room and dining hall, there appears to be no other food-related crimes or anti-crimes. I don't know what
Someone
like
broke
this
into my room and left
be.
me a buffet.
The breakfast bandit.
But I presume all of you will go to class and have these sort of things. It being Friday, would like to ask you, Mira, what final preparations are you doing? And is everything sorted? What's the deal here?
Yeah, well, I've been doing a lot of decorations just like throughout the year. I think I mentioned that pretty early on in the podcast. So I've got
yes.
some cardboard cutouts I've made. So there's there's a sun with sunglasses, and there's a cardboard cutout of a cartoon golem, and a banner that says "Summer Vibes," and balloons in silver and orange and wild cliff blue. I'm gonna set up some of the food and stuff, obviously, and then I've got little banners that say, all you G'd is love, aren't you glad you're here, and totally awesome.
Vote Mira for our class president, please.
Oh, that was very good. So, okay. All right. Who is invited to this party, Mira?
So
'Cause I suppose I guess we're about to transition into like it literally being the party.
Yeah.
So if you want to just start setting up like what's it look like, what's up with everything, I can tell you if you don't remember what the room looks like.
yeah, go for it.
Just yeah. So it's in the basement or in like the restricted section of the reliquary, correct?
Yeah.
So it's this
Below that cool
kind
thing.
of yes, it's kind of like this swimming pool shaped room. There used to be benches in here, like tables in here that when you were in here, but those have been cleared out graciously to make space for the party. Maybe one or two are left, but not like the massive study tables, just like a table to hold things.
For snacks and stuff.
For snacks and stuff. There are staircases on either side of the room to go up to the main floor of the reliquary. Above you is a very thin, probably 1 foot layer of just water overhead that presumably just keeps people out of the restricted section, ideally, but not quite ideally because you all got down here. And then there's small nooks with bars around like the perimeter of the room where previously items, artifacts were kept. However, those seem to have been cleared out for security reasons as well, right?
Mhm,
Because
yeah.
there's going to be a party down here. Yeah, that's about it.
I think I want to get some of the nice lighting like behind the bar so that it's not crowding the area where people can walk in.
Mhm.
I don't remember if I actually did this or if I just mentioned doing it, but I really love the idea of getting sort of a lightish thing, sort of like a circular big item and enchanting it with fairy fire to basically be like a magic disco ball.
You had mentioned this a couple times, yes.
Okay, so I definitely want that back there. Probably some like balloons going down the stairs area, and probably like a little table set up with like punch, cups, napkins, maybe like a little stage area with some instruments to play music, and then probably like a little pin the gear on the golem station, and then just like if people want to play party games, like like that game where you make up a person and you tape it to your forehead and you have to guess who it is. So there's probably like little note cards set up if people want to play that.
Okay. And so who did you invite?
So all the first years are invited.
Mhm.
I would say I probably invited a few people, like not friends, but like acquaintances from like the music club and
Mhm.
probably one or two event planning committee people. Definitely not Bailey, but obviously Delnis is invited. Penny can come if she wants to come because she was very nice to me, and you know, Delnis probably wants to have a friend there. I invited Artist. He's
Yeah.
probably not coming, and then obviously all the golems.
Okay. So what's everyone wearing when they roll up to the fun, fancy end of summer, midsummer party?
Like, you know, people's like obnoxious summer wear where they wear like Hawaiian shirts and like those like flower necklaces and stuff like that.
Yes.
I think
Oh
they're
my
wearing things
lord.
like that.
Okay.
It's a
Hell yeah.
it's a
Probably some
themed
people are dressed
party.
a little fancier, but I'm imagining like obnoxious end of summer people.
What if someone's
Okay.
wearing a suit that's just nothing but Hawaiian flower patterns?
Pardon?
Pardon?
What if somebody's just wearing an entire suit that's just patterned like Hawaiian flowers?
I love that. I don't know why, but as soon as you said someone wearing that, my immediate thinking went to Kurt
Oh God. Okay.
or
no.
Murendine. That would
He
it would
would-
be
he would wear
hilarious
that.
if that's what Murendine was wearing.
Hell yeah.
I'll contemplate this idea while you all describe what you're wearing.
I have an idea of what
'Cause-
I'm wearing.
Yes, a nice end of summer fit for the party.
Yes. So I will be wearing a let's say peachy orange pink skirt that is knee high, and then a tight fit top that has the letter R in front, because when when they were talking about the outfits, Mira said end of summer. So the end of summer is R. So Integrity's wearing R on her dress or her clothes.
Oh my god.
The mind
That's
of
too
integrity
good. Oh my
is
god.
so beautiful. I love this.
What are you wearing, Serenep?
End of summer party. I guess what she was thinking of was like the same idea, like Hawaiian, like touristy, like
Mhm.
floral. So I think she's wearing like nice, like cropped shorts,
Hell yes.
and her hair. I guess I would say that she curled it.
Ooh.
Hells yes.
Like it's already like a little bit, like it's not like straight, but like I think she curled it just
Mhm.
a little bit so that it was like more
Yes.
like springy and fun, like a party kind of thing. And she got like, and she has like, she asked someone for like a floral like shirt, like a shawl kind of thing, or like,
Mhm.
and it's like one of those shirts that you can like tie the front of into like a knot.
That's
she
so
also
cute.
found-
Okay.
She also found shades and a sun hat, but when she gets to the party and
Yes.
realizes, oh, we're not actually okay, she takes off the hat, but she kind of keeps the sunglasses on.
Absolutely.
All right,
Luke, I
all
have a
right.
question.
Yeah, what's up?
So obviously, fantasy Hawaii doesn't exist because obviously we wouldn't actually call Hawaiian print. What region of like Agia do you think like these clothes are named after?
Okay, this is an actual thing of like there. I was contemplating. Oh, what? Oh, my notebook's in the other room, so I can't tell you the name of it. I remember thinking to myself like, oh, there needs to be like a place people go on vacations, and so that was the place that It's like kind of far north, so it's like weird, but it stays warm most of the year because it's freaking magic, and I can do what I want.
Hot springs.
A volcano.
Thermal energy.
So there's a town far to the north. Some of you have already been nearby it, fun fact, called Fairstell. And it's kind of like the vacation destination. Very tropical. It's surprisingly tropical for the northern sections of the continent.
So this is the fair style.
Yeah, this is Fairstyle. And going back to you, Serenep, I think I know it was agreed upon that Philip and you are going to be matching. So that is quite certainly the case in that y'all are matching.
Mind you, when I said that we were matching, I meant like aesthetic. I'm not saying I'm making
Oh.
Philip wear wear like a t-shirt that he has to tie into a knot with crop
Why not?
shorts.
That's a gorgeous look for him.
I'm not making
Listen,
him
I
do
want-
that.
He has
I
to
want
wear it.
Philip to wear shorts.
Philip has to flaunt his bod.
Yeah, we love to see it.
Philip
he looks like
Came
Timothy
to my
Chalamet,
room
okay?
before we were going, and he was like, "Hey, Serenep, I want to do this." I'd be like, "Oh hell yeah, we're going all the way. Let me get you some sunglasses and a sun hat."
Yes, that's what happened.
Oh hell yeah!
We love to see
I
it.
would even go so far to say as you slightly curled your hair so as to match Philip's already predisposed to being curled hair. To
And
get
at
that
the
nice
end, we
wavy
looked at
beak
each other and then
curls.
high-fived.
Incredible.
Hell yes.
And we're like, "Let's go to the party."
And now finally, Winsler Wallaby, who is going to be attending this party, if I recall correctly, at least for a little bit. What you wearing?
I'm
bud?
going to be fashionably late.
Oh,
I
you're gonna be
have-
fashionably late.
Yeah, because I have a thing.
Well, I think you would be early. I think that it would make more sense if you showed up and then left for a little bit because I don't imagine this starting at like, midnight.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think I said
Yeah.
it starts at like either 6 or 8, so you definitely have time.
Yes,
Okay.
a reasonable
Well,
amount of time.
when I hear end of summer, that means it's around harvest time. So
Mhm.
I'm just going to stroll up to the party with my old muddy stained overalls with my like frayed straw hat.
Does
Oh, yes.
does Winsler in his end of summer attire? Is it just the overalls? Is there not a shirt on under the overalls?
There is a shirt.
Gosh.
I was imagining like the old pig farmer, just
Oh my
like
God.
no
No.
shirt on.
No.
Iconic.
I
It's
bet
like
that's like
it's like a rolled up sleeved
Oh, okay.
flannel shirt.
I assure you that your father does the whole just like overalls thing. Overalls up to just below the knee,
Oh,
no shirt
hella.
on.
But it's honest work.
Hairy as hell.
Jeez.
Winsler though is a young, the young civilized boy and wears shirts though. Okay.
And
For
I'm
now.
wearing
This is all. Oh, and Mira's wearing.
I'm wearing I have my hair in braids. I'm wearing that like weird yellow feather coat that I have that can do speak with animals.
Oh my
it's like the most
gosh.
festive thing I have. And a short
Yep.
skirt and a light green tank top. But I just really want to emphasize that I'm wearing the weird rat tail feather coat.
A rat. Yeah.
Rat.
I fucking
You broke
love
Luke.
how much you own that jacket.
Hell yes.
So, some folks arrive. I think that a lot of people wear either very like dull. Some people wear kind of dull clothes because they're just like, this is what I wear at the end of summer, right? And other people like go ham, like you said, Mir, like fancy, bright clothes, all a good time. I specifically think that like, let's say the Lindman twins, probably Philip obviously is going all out because of his previous matchingness with Serenep.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I think a lot of people, it's a good split. I think that Kurt shows up in a very wonderful, fully floral get up, completely composed of flowers and having a great time. He looks quite pleased with himself. Winsler, you just saw him working on this morning, right before you both went to classes. You have no idea what time he took to finish it, but he has finished it. Who
Hella.
else shows up of note? Let me think. Oh yeah, Delnis Rathrin arrives, Mira. And so I assume when people arrive, they come into the reliquary and someone from the planning committee, if not you yourself, will point them in the right direction.
Oh yeah. I'm like doing the kind of greeting
Okay.
thing. Like, hey, welcome to my party.
Okay.
Here's where the snacks are. Here's all the things you can do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Delnis and Penny do arrive together. It's always better to arrive to a scary place with friends, and I feel like Penny super got the memo about it being end of summer, very casual, and is wearing, floral print, some cool shorts, hanging out, Meanwhile, I think Delnis, or I don't think, I know Delnis is wearing a black. Is jumpsuit the proper word?
I don't know. What are you describing?
What are you trying to say?
Yes.
Like just a one piece.
A romper?
Rompers
Not a
with shorts.
romper, just a
Jumpsuit is
rootsuit?
Rompers
long,
with
is
shorts.
long pants.
Okay, then it would be the jumpsuit with the long pants,
Yes.
but with a short sleeves.
Oh, that's a look.
And it's all black.
That's a serve.
Oh.
It's a damn look. And her hair is up into under not a hat. Don't get it twisted, folks. This is a summer look.
She's hatless.
It's like a. I have a. So there's a. I had a large difficulty. I tried to find a picture reference for this one too, but it was just very difficult because there's many headpieces, and I found a lot of Met Gala stuff. And I was like, okay, this is all too much for me. But it's almost
Too
like. How to describe it? It's probably like a couple inches, maybe like 5 inches tall, like a little circle on top of her head of like silver, like a little loop. And it has these, and her hair is like braided up through it, almost like holding it in place straight up.
Like a
Yeah. Well, it's like the front of the circle. Like if you looked at her from the front, you would see like the full circle, and if you looked at her from the side,
like
it
a
would just be,
halo.
like a halo is a very good way of describing
Okay.
it. Yes, Sarah. And there's little pieces of cloth like hanging down from it, there's 3 of them. They're different colors. That's written somewhere in my notes, but heck, I don't have time to find it. And they, so are you going to come welcome them to the party, Mira?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I go up to them and I'm like, oh, hey guys, I'm super glad you made it. Welcome to the party. Hope you're having a nice evening. Snacks are there, games are there, music is everywhere, and the golems are having a good time. I hope you also have a good time.
Yay.
She
Delnis
talked
will-
to her.
Delnis is kind of looking around and then looking at you while you say this, and as she takes like a big, like as she opens her mouth to say something, Penny will be like, "Oh, thanks," and like pull her over to get food or something.
Okay, bye.
Who else of note is here? Oh, I know who else of note is here who would immediately be following Delnis's arrival. It would be a wonderful young man who you would all recognize by the name of Bailey Blue. Who was
Fucking
not
he
invited.
wasn't invited.
Who's not
He walks in, the music
invited?
just like the record like scratches and the music stops when he walks in.
Boo.
I thought you were just gonna say like Murandine or something.
No,
God damn it,
God,
it's fucking
no.
Bailey.
He walks in. He is not dressed to the theme whatsoever. He seems to just be wearing regular person clothes and is holding in his hand like a clipboard
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
and has like
Get
a
out
quill,
of
and
here,
he's like,
Randall.
He walks
one
in
likes
and
you,
Will's like,
stingy.
"Well, oh, would you look? That's my time to leave. Bye."
and he seems to be less concerned with you, Mira, or like everything that's going on, and seems to be looking around for I don't know what. On his clipboard, you can probably see a big header. It's just a blank piece of paper, but with the header violations.
Oh my god.
For real.
If you
This fucking home
ruin this,
monitor.
you can never have a party again. Quick, guys, help me hide all the illegal stuff.
I'm not letting him ruin this.
Okay, and he will say as he walks in, "Hello, I'm just here to," and he like turns the board around to show you, and he's like, "As the head of the planning committee, I just wanted to check and make sure that you're doing everything according to our rule book and according to all the Wildcliff regulations."
Oh, of course. Yeah,
don't mind me
definitely.
at all. I'll just be a fly on the wall.
Oh, you don't have to do that. Why don't you join in with the activities? Have some punch. Play this.
Oh,
play
I
this.
could never.
You could play this pin the gear on the golem
God,
game.
he's such
you,
a
They
narc.
blindfold you, and then you have to find where the gear would go on the golem.
I start hearing this. I start hearing this conversation between Bailey and Mira, and I can hear Mira's worry in her voice. And I will have. Do you have a punch? You have a punch, right? Like juice punch.
There's definitely punch. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have a cup,
It's strawberry.
and I'm hearing this. I'm going to be like, "Oh my gosh, it's Bailey Blue!" And then I'm going to run towards them, and then I'm going to pretend that I slip, and then I am going to accidentally spill my juice onto his clipboard.
I need you to roll deception
Oh my god.
to
So
make it seem
smart.
like it was an accident.
Oh my gosh, it's Bailey. Whoa.
If the record didn't scratch before, the record is definitely scratching now.
I got 20.
A 20.
Hell yeah.
It's almost like you see it in slow motion, Mira, as your friend runs at him full tilt, and then at the very last minute just trips over an entire glass, a very overfull glass of red strawberry punch, just lands on his clipboard, covers his entire like torso. He falls to the ground in shock and goes like, and you can see hit like the fear for his own life flash before his eyes as he sees Integrity rushing at him. And he falls to the ground. The clipboard goes clattering, covered and soggy with strawberry punch.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was just so excited to see you. Hang on. Let me go get okay. And then I'm going to pull out a thick ass towel from my bag. I guess I have a pouch.
Okay.
Not I guess. I do
Fanny
have
pack.
a pouch. I just have a towel because my mom always told me that if I'm going to get
It's a
sweaty,
beach towel.
that if I'm going to get sweaty, I need to have a towel on my back. So this is the replacement towel.
A very Hitchhiker's Guide. We love to see it.
So I'm going to start wiping Bailey with his consent. I'm like, oh my gosh, here's a towel. I'm so sorry. I was just so excited to see you.
He is like pushing himself back away from you, going, no, it's okay. No, don't worry, it's okay. Thanks. And like gets up and like pats himself as if that's gonna make everything better. But he seems to be quite visibly scared of you, Integrity. You might recall last time you saw him, you intimidated him multiple times.
As he should.
I point to Integrity, cast message, and whisper, "Thank you so much."
I'm going to wink.
And Bailey will turn to you, Mira, and say, maybe I will, I'll just enjoy the party. Thank you. And
course.
rushes over
Thanks for
to
coming.
get some punch. So,
Ha ha ha.
You bullied him into having a good time. How dare you?
We threatened him with a
So-
good time.
Wow. Out of all the people to be threatened with a good
Oh,
time.
that could totally be a title.
Right?
So, what happens at this party?
Limbo
What happens
contest.
for the next couple hours?
I'm
Yeah.
eating all the food. Well, not all of it,
Just-
but like a good amount.
Hell yeah.
I think there's
Food
also
is- oh,
there's baked goods that Alina had made.
Yes,
for you as well.
cupcakes.
I am
Mini
hoarding
cupcakes.
those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be drinking the strawberry punch and pretending I'm tasting wine like a snooty person.
Oh my gosh. Can there be
You know, like
Yes, there are
20-year-olds
hints
do.
of
Oh, this
Hey, did Sylvie
punch
come
is
to the party?
delectable.
aroma.
Interesting question there, Sarah.
I was about to ask that as well.
Sylvie is, in fact, here. She seems to be standing quite close to Lucia, like very much like on her heels, like a shadow stuck to her, right? Almost awkwardly so, as Lucia tries to speak to other people and actually be a social person. And Sylvie is just like right there on her like elbow, essentially.
cool. I wasn't asking for me. I was just
Mm.
curious.
Do I see this?
I think you would see Sylvie, yeah.
Okay, is there any are there any of the snacks that Sylvie likes prepared for the party?
Ooh.
Like I know she loves sweets, like the snacks that we would eat late at night.
I think Sylvie really, 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 really likes salty food. Salty and spicy are like her jam. Ooh, and sour. Those three are just like all around great.
Oh wow, I don't even know my friend. Please take that out.
Salt and vinegar chips with cayenne pepper on them. That's Sylvie's ultimate snack.
Oh my god. I would try that.
So
Same.
can I grab a bowl of that? And
You just grab the bowl of them, yes.
no, not the entire bowl, just like just a couple, and start walking
Okay.
towards her.
Sure.
And in the shot, I want there to be like slow music.
Oh, absolutely. So you can walk up to her, and she does. We'll say, for the sake of ease, she, being so concerned with sticking close to Lucia, does not see you approaching. What would you like to say?
Sylvie.
Both her and Lucia and the person that they're talking to, kind of probably someone from the music club, Mira. All three of them will like turn to look at you as you whisper Sylvie. And I think, Integrity, you might see a wave of relief wash over Lucia's face.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to raise up the bowl and offer it to her and be like, Sylvie?
She's going to look. Sylvie will. She has a very not happy expression on her face. Not sad and not angry, but just very like I think a very hurt expression on her face.
Oh, stop.
And she will say, "Hello, Integrity."
Do you want some chips?
Make a persuasion check.
Really? I wouldn't poison it, Sylvie. Oh my gosh, thank goodness for +8 of persuasion. I got a 17.
She will. It looks like she's biting her cheek for a moment, and then she will say, as much as a dragonborn with like a long mouth can bite their cheek, but dragonborn are such like a problem for me to describe their emotions and their actions.
What about her tail?
Okay.
What's her tail do?
Oh my gosh.
But she will reach out and take a single relatively large-sized chip and say, I'll just have the one, and crunch on it very loudly.
Are you sure? I know it's your favorite. I just wanted to say I'm very sorry.
She seems to have... Make an insight check, I think.
I haven't
To
rolled
believe or
this
not
much
to
in the
believe.
past episodes. I got 15.
Okay. I think you can very, very clearly tell she's like holding back lots of emotions. You can see tears forming in her eyes. And she'll say, I've never felt this betrayed before.
Oh, what have you done?
Secondhand hurt.
Ow, my heart broke.
It broke again.
I'm so sorry. I know that I shouldn't have lied to you, but it was not just me who was lying. There was someone else, and I wasn't able to.
You think that makes it better?
No, it doesn't make it better, but at that time, I didn't know what to do. So the first thing that came to mind was to not tell the entire truth. But
She puts her hand like on your shoulder, like firmly on your shoulder, and she'll say, Integrity, with tears in her eyes. You're my best friend. If you can tell me the truth.
oh, you have to understand that I see you as a sister,
Oh.
and it was so hard to lie, but I thought at that time it was necessary, and I'm so sorry that I hurt your feelings and it broke your heart and that you felt betrayed. But I know now that that was not the right thing to do, and I want you to please come back to our room. I miss you so much.
She will hug you dearly, but will lean in. You can feel like tears on your cheek from where she's like hugging you, and she'll whisper in your ear very quietly, if you ever lie to me like that again, I am never talking to you.
I'll take that if that means that you forgive me now.
And she will hug you.
And then
And I think
and then as soon as she says that, I'm going to yell, "Yes! Finally!"
Okay. And so with that, I think we'll cut over to Winslow Wallaby.
Ooh.
It's probably been a decent amount of time. A bunch of people are here. People have been playing games. You've been presumably standing here at the party table or the snack table this entire time. The cupcakes have been depleted. Many of the chips are absent. Punch is running low. I think that it is time, Winsler.
It is time.
I think it's time.
Let me just check my imaginary wristwatch.
You check your imaginary wristwatch. A pang of heartache rings out as the last person you saw to check their ring watch was Dane a few days ago.
Oh.
What the fuck,
It's
dude?
an ominous tone.
Why do you do this to us, dude?
I was stabbed by a ghost.
Oh no.
Okay, well,
But you have a feeling. It's like a burning feeling inside your soul.
after
that
I
it's
got
time to
stabbed
go.
by the ghost. But I understand
can-
now. This is the night I've been waiting for since the creepy hand came out of the sink.
So you can make your way to the swimming pool.
Dun dun dun.
Is in the basement of the zoology department. You can come up the stairs out of this reliquary and out of the basement here, walk across campus this short, like, it's probably just across the way, like a couple seconds. Very convenient place to be holding a party, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the zoology department door is unlocked. And as you descend into the basement, all of the lights are off. And as you go down, you can hear all of the beasts in the bestiary going buck wild at this time of night, especially hearing footsteps walking in front of it. Like you just hear growls and snarls, and you see little puffs of like fire and stuff coming from in there.
See now
but
why this place
you
caught fire
continue.
the first time.
You continue down the stairs until you reach the very bottom basement.
Bottom basement.
There is on the left wall, a large wall of windows, and then a single door to enter into the swimming pool area. How would you like to get in? Because the door is locked.
Oh shit. So it's just windows and a door.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to conjure myself up handy dandy fake lockpicks that I love, that I treasure so much.
Absolutely.
And I will attempt to pick the lock.
Okay, give me a dexterity check then.
Hey, that was pretty good. That was a nat 20.
Oh, wow. I expected this to go a lot more destructively, and I'm pleasantly surprised.
I'm glad it hasn't.
So very quickly, probably less than 30 seconds, you conjure a little glowing lockpick and crack that door open and can enter and close the door behind you. It's very humid and very warm in here, despite it being in the bottom of a stone room, right? Like you're literally burrowed into the mountain at this point, but it's a
thermal
very warm
energy.
room. Yeah, spiritual. And as you stand there for a few moments, maybe scared that another golem or some such will happen upon you in a incriminating position, such as happened in the greenhouse or many other times, the water in front of you in this large swimming pool will begin to glow a bright, almost aquamarine blue. And it's about, let's say it's about like 11:30 at this point, right? It's very important what time it is. But it's at the same time, back at the party, there's this layer of water above you. And I think that also starts glowing this bright aquamarine blue. And anywhere on campus that there would be water, it's glowing this bright aquamarine blue.
Totally not suspicious.
Right? It's anime water.
And
it is anime water.
And from the water, Winsler emerges wriggling a large conical purple house. As it brushes up against the ceiling of this room and kind of looks like it's about to like.
This doesn't
snap
seem
in
very
half.
practical to put a house inside a swimming pool.
And like water's just overflowing as like this thing comes up and like splashing everywhere, and it's like wriggling and not having a good time. The house itself seems to have large cuts and scratches into it, with like this light white or this bright white liquid leaking out of it. And the front door to this home opens, and standing there is a small, slightly taller than you, blue-skinned woman, Celty. She has this white hair. She's wearing these mirrored red goggles. One of them has a large crack in the lens, and in her hands, she looks very beat up, and her robe is all scratched to hell and like ripped up. And she will descend from her deck and jump onto the poolside area. And in her hands, she's holding a very irregularly shaped oval crystal. It seems to be a bit smaller than the one that Toll and Ari have, Winsler. And it seems to be less evenly... Like, theirs are oblong and spherical, but it's a very smooth surface. This one's ovular. It looks kind of eggy. As ovals do. But the surface seems kind of like uneven, right? Like not super perfect. And Celty will hold it out to you, Winsler, and say, "Special delivery.
Oh, hi, Celty. What happened to your house? What happened to you?
Well, I did not anticipate that it was it would be such a difficult job to acquire the tear of an angel, but here we are.
I'm sorry, what?
A tear. Oh, you're not familiar with this material. A tear of an angel, Winsler.
Would I have heard of this in class? Probably not.
You're taking arcane or divine theory, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Or are you? There's a kind of a bit of confusion here. I'm not actually certain what
Well,
classes
let
you're
me
taking.
see. I have Divination 2 and Divine Theory.
Okay, so you've taken divine theory. You know about angels for sure, right? The mini concepts of what an angel is. Yes, you're aware of these things. In
Wow.
terms of you've never heard about angel tears, however,
That's a first.
this is a first. And she will hold it out for you, Winsler, and she'll say, "I hope you brought a bag because it's quite slippery.
Oh.
And be very careful with it. Because if you drop this, I'm not getting you another one."
I get it. I'm gonna take it from her and stuff it in my oversized front pocket.
It literally feels like it's covered in jello.
Ew.
What's with all the slippery, gooey stuff?
Ew,
this
I don't like
episode?
that.
Purple goo and
And they're all
oily
ovular,
water
weird.
and jello.
Yuck.
And she will kind of look at her robes for a few moments, Winsler, as you kind of figure out what to do with that. And she'll start mending them with some magic and stuff because they're all torn up. Can't have that if you're a proper businesswoman. And she will then turn back to you and say, "Now, we had made a deal for just a few locks of hair, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I do believe we
Now-
did that.
At the time," and she'll take a couple steps towards you, Winsler.
Uh-oh.
"At the time, I did not know that it was a tear of an angel that you were looking for. And so, I did this favor to you at no extra charge. However, I would like to cash that favor in now."
Okay.
She'll actually put her hand up, and you see her shriveled little pinky and her four almost clawed fingers, and she'll put them down on your shoulder, Winsler, and her skin is she's very warm, and she'll say to you, "Well, not quite right now. An old friend of mine is coming back into town, an old member of the coven that I'm no longer really associated with.
Did they do something wrong? Did they forget your birthday?
They did a lot of things wrong, Winsler.
Oh, no.
They did a lot of things wrong. But that's not important. What's important is Ferdinand. I need you, next time you're in Isithil, well, not next time you're in Isithil, when she comes to Isithil, I need you to find her and bring her to me. I want you to take your friends with you too, so you don't get yourself killed, because she'll take the rest of your soul, and I am not a big fan of that. And I need you to find her and bring her back to me.
Okay.
And if you do that for me, we'll be even on this tear of an angel business, and I'll continue selling things to you."
I think I can do that. That
It shouldn't
works
be
out.
too big of a problem.
No,
Yes.
of course
I'm sure
not.
she's a pushover. The old bat.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, she does not like her.
Anyways.
Salty,
Um,
you look a
yes.
little bit roughed up, and
yes.
thank you for getting me this tear of an angel. Maybe you could take a little bit of a break. And me and my friends, my friend Mira, she was hosting a bit of a party that I was attending, and I don't know how much longer it's gonna go on. But if you wanted to come by and say hi to everybody and let chill out for a little bit.
Okay. She will look at you, Winsler, and look at her robes, which she has patched up, and then take off her goggles and patch them up and put them back on. And she'll say, "I have a couple of minutes. I don't see why not.
Yay!
Pay some loyal customers a visit." And so she'll come with you, Winsler, back to the party.
Oh my gosh.
Yay!
So while Winsler was gone, Mira, is there anything specific that you wanted to do while this party's going on?
Yeah, I want to make the rounds and talk to a few people.
Anyone specific?
Yeah. Firstly, I want to talk to Delmas.
Oh, really? You sure?
Yeah, shockingly, yeah.
Okay. I think her and Penny are keeping fairly to themselves. I think at one point you see Bailey go over and talk to them and very quickly leave that conversation, like eject. But yeah, they've been mostly keeping to themselves for the entire thing. They may have talked to a couple of the Jeeds who are down there who seem to be very much enjoying themselves. But you can walk over and say whatever you want to say.
Hey guys, have you guys tried any of the punch yet? I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, Delnis will say. Yeah, it's definitely really good strawberry.
Yeah. You guys having a good time?
They'll share a look, and Penny will look back at you and say, "Yeah, we're having a great time, Mira. Thank you
Great.
for inviting us."
Yes, of course.
Did you two want to talk?
Delmas?
Should I?
That would be great.
I
Is
can
that,
go.
Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna go get a refill on the punch, anyways.
Yeah. Try some of those cupcakes too, hey?
She will pat you on the shoulder, Mira, and give you a very good luck look.
Cool.
And leave you alone with Delnis.
So how have you been?
Just generally, or do you mean since?
Yeah, kind of the latter.
My dad hasn't
I haven't
really
seen you around.
Yeah, my dad hasn't really been letting me out after classes that often. He's really scared about everything.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I've wanted to come talk to you, but
Yeah, I've been wanting to talk to you too. I had a really weird dream, where it was like I was the person who attacked us.
Yeah.
I had a dream that I was
Jellifer, the Oblex.
Okay. Yeah, the Oblex then. The Professor Deep Tar on our ceiling in the kitchen. That's okay.
Yeah.
I had a dream that I was them, and that I heard what I never meant to yell at you like that, and I'm really sorry.
No, I deserve that. You said don't come to your party. I came to your party. I messed up.
Yeah, I know, but I should have been a lot clearer. Like, I just was really subtle about it and passive aggressive, and it wasn't the right way. Yeah, I just wanted to. It's awkward, right? When like my father's a professor and he's your professor specifically, and he's invited people in the past, and it's just weird.
I get that. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I'm sorry for getting mad at you. You didn't know.
And I'm sorry for coming, and I'm also sorry when I tried to fight off Professor Deep Tar that my first instinct was thunder, and then you got hurt, and I feel really bad.
And she'll sigh at that and kind of look around, and like the little pieces of fabric that are tied into her like halo headpiece will kind of like flutter as she looks around. And she'll look back at you, Mira, and say, "Yeah, about that too. The only two really exciting things that have happened to me this year are when I got stuck in that book, and then when I almost got abducted in my own kitchen. And both times,
fair enough,
it was like I was just a damsel in distress, and I guess like anytime I'm around you, I kind of just feel really helpless, and I don't like that. Not that I don't like being around you, just I don't like feeling really helpless.
Right.
So, I know that you and your friends get into a lot of
shenanigans,
exciting events, and I was
kidding.
I just wanted to come along on the next one and prove that I'm not just a damsel in distress.
Oh, wow!
If
really?
You're still doing that, if you're not going to get kicked out of school or anything.
I don't think I'm going to get kicked out of school. I think.
That's not what I heard from my father, but okay.
Yeah, I might get, okay. Okay, there's so much weird stuff all the time happening. Do you know anything about the sewers besides, like, the fact that they're sewers?
And she looks around the party for a little bit, and then she'll say, "Bailey just came over and was trying to talk to me and Penny about it, but he was being
that guy.
Real weird."
Yeah, he's like that.
No,
I did not invite him.
He's
I want you to
fine.
know that I did not invite him.
Mira, he's fine.
he came here to document all the rule breakings.
Okay,
And
he's
he
not.
only stopped because Integrity spilled punch on
He's
his
not
clipboard.
100% fine, but he's not a horrible person.
Anyway. Do you have any idea how to get into them? Because I'm kind of supposed to go down there, and it's, like, scary and weird, and I don't want to get in more trouble for doing that, but I also have to go down there.
I can talk to my dad in a, like, casual way and not, like, in a really weird tell me how to get into the sewers way.
Oh, yeah, he might know.
Maybe. Or maybe he'll know
Okay.
someone who does know how to get in.
Yeah. Anyway, my point is, there's
Mhm.
probably gonna be some weird adventure going somewhere in the future, and if you want to come along, I would love that.
I would love that too. And she'll
Cool.
smile at you.
And then I'm gonna give her some, like, thumbs ups, and I'm gonna, like, back away. I'm like, this is my peak success for the night.
As you're giving thumbs ups, Mira, and you kind of turn away, you see walking back into the party someone who you didn't even see, like, leave, I guess, of Winsler. And you see Winsler, and he's carrying what looks like a big egg,
Mama
a
Winsler.
big crystalline egg. And behind him is walking a woman slightly taller than him with white hair and blue skin, who you immediately, I think,
Christ.
recognize as... I think all of the three of you can see Winsler walk back in and immediately recognize, oh my gosh, that's Celty.
Oh my gosh.
The punch falls
Can
from
this
my
shot
hand
be
and
like
hits the floor.
three faces looking at Celty, and then just like
Yes, it is.
Like, yeah,
that.
like a triple cut of,
Yeah.
like,
Slow-mo cup drop.
Like,
reaction.
Sernup's about to take a drink from her glass. She freezes and stares for a second, and then she looks away and goes, I'm not getting into this, and continues to drink her stuff with her friends.
Not my
Hey.
party.
I would like to spit my juice, please.
Hey, Philip and friends, let us
Okay,
move to the
you
other
will
side of the
spill-
room
spit your
now.
juice.
Look at this beautiful painting.
Other side
Everyone,
of the
hide your
multiverse.
faces. Hold your souls together.
Keep your souls tightly
You
knit.
want to remember what happened there? We're leaving. Goodbye.
So Winsler, as you walk in, you see Celty. She's kind of like looking around at the Jeeds and looking at everything, and she's going, this is very different from the last time I was here. Winsler, introduce me to some of your new friends, some of your other friends.
I mean, I don't really know them too well, but I guess I could try. I'm gonna go over to Sylvie.
Oh, to Sylvie. Okay.
I can't wait.
So Winsler, you can walk over to Sylvie. So Sylvie and Integrity are here standing. And Sylvie is going to look at Integrity, you, as Winsler's walking up with this old wrinkly blue woman, and she's gonna say, Integrity, who's that?
Let me
Do you know
just
who that
say,
is?
Let me
Is that
just
his
say
grandma?
that once this is happening, I'm gonna go into protection mode, and I'm going to like have half my body in front of Sylvie, and then I'm going to be looking
Okay.
straight at Celty, eye to eye, face to face, and I'm like, why the heck is she walking towards here? Why the heck is she here?
Hi, Integrity. Hi, Sylvie.
Winsler here invited me to come see everybody. It's a pleasure to meet you, young lady. You look like a wonderful soul.
Don't say soul.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So this is my good friend Celty, and Celty. This is Sylvie. This is Integrity's roommate.
Hi. It's a pleasure to meet you. Winsler, is this your grandma?
I'm gonna look at Celty real quick, and then I'm gonna look back at Sylvie. I'm gonna go, yes. I'm just.
Sylvie will reach her hand out.
I am going to karate chop her hand.
Integrity, you're not
Uh,
helping me make a good first impression with Celty.
Celty will say, "Oh, it's fine. I'm sure we'll meet again another time." And she'll give you like a look, Integrity, and she'll say, "When certain sticks in the mud aren't around."
Oh my god. I can't believe she just called you a stick in the mud.
Oh no.
Me?
Don't listen to them, Integrity. You're the funnest person
So-
here.
So, another event happens now.
Oh boy.
That I feel is important to mention. You all hear like a snap, like a very loud crack of a snap, right? And all of your music,
Half
or all
the
of,
party turns to dust.
and and Mira, all of your magical decorations and stuff kind of just like peter out and stop, and you see the two golems, Ari and Toll, walk in, as well as a couple professors and an individual which you guys have seen previously a long time ago from the Council of Administrators. Serenep, you recognize this person. Their name is Lord Peters. They're an old man. They serve the king down in the capital. This is old human man. And he will clear his throat. Everybody, please follow your professors and these lovely golems back to your dormitories. I'm afraid the campus is now locked down. There has been a murder.
Wait, what?
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 I look at Celty. What?
Celty's gonna be like, this one wasn't me, and snap her fingers, and she's gone.
Like, they announced that, and everyone, and like, the four of us look to Celty, and she's like, wasn't me this time, then disappears. Like, what?
What? Yes, so Peters will continue. The campus will be on lockdown until the murder of Headmaster Underbow has been solved.
What?
And that's where we're going to end this episode. Hey, Ben, can you do the outro for us?
I guess. Thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode of Trials and Trebuchets. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating and review on our iTunes. We love to hear from you there. You can drop some feedback there if you'd like. It helps us out a lot. We also have social media pages where you can check out fan art and a bunch of cool stuff and teasers and stuff. That's for Twitter and Instagram at Trials and Trebs. We also have a link to our Discord server there. You can chat with a bunch of cool people who also listen to the podcast and stuff. And if you're feeling a little extra generous and you really, really want to help us out a lot, you don't have to though, but if you're feeling extra generous, we have a Patreon page where you can donate to us, and it helps us with a whole bunch of stuff and allows us to improve the quality of the podcast for you.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. I hope that this was a very calm and relaxing and fun role-playing episode for all of you. I hope you tune in next week for episode 72. Bye.
Relaxing.
Jesus.
Someone
Bye,
dead.
everybody.
Bye, guys.